Hello fellow collectors and YouTubers out there, this is Max Power. I finally got around to opening my Skeletor collectible bust from PCS. This is the exclusive statue bust, so the eyes do light up. It is a little bit of a work to turn on the lights on the head, but I will be doing that in this video. First I wanted to get started by showing you the bust face forward, and then I'm going to do a 360 view of the bust so everyone can take a look at the entirety of the bust. So let's begin now. Alright, so the statue comes in three pieces: the base, the torso, and the skull. That's why there's two boxes that came with it. This bust is phenomenal. I have another bust, and that's the Cinemaket Elite, the Underworld Lycan. Even though this is not up to that standard, it is phenomenal for what it is. They really did a great job on the skull. The detail of the torso is fantastic. Overall, I'm really happy with the way the statue came out. I'm going to go ahead and get a little closer here for you guys to take a look at some of the details of this bust. It's just crazy how much detail they did with him. Another 360 view here. Apparently the additional delays of this bust was due to the hood, the color of it. At least that's what they said in the newsletter. I have to say that the wait was. I'm glad that they waited. It is nicely done. The hood itself. It's not a. It's kind of like a, not a velour, but just a soft cloth, terry cloth. It's what it feels like. And the color certainly matches the character. Now I know most people, when they saw the previews on this, they were asking whether you could remove the hood or not, and I'm glad to say that you can. So let me go ahead and remove that here for you. It is really a nice fit. So all right, there you go. Okay, so there it is. That's the head without the hoodie. Do a 360 view of that as well. Again, the detail is just phenomenal on this. It looks like they really spent quite a bit of time on the head sculpt. So certainly that's, if you have a hat or something, you can put it on the head instead of the hoodie. Something that you can do. So this is where the head attaches to the neck, or the rest of the body, the torso. For those of you that are getting this, I would be very careful with this piece. The skull initially, as most statues, when you get, or well, kind of, I guess in the statue sense, it's a prong that you have to insert into the head. The skull has the prong, and if it's not a good fit right away, you have to pretty much just jam it in there. I did mine. Mine was not cut 100% perfectly, so I had to really work on that piece to get the skull. So you really said, there was times where I thought that I might have chipped it or broken the head there a little bit, but I was lucky that I didn't. But I was really touch and go at times. So again, those getting this, be very careful with that part of the bust. So all right, let's do a bird's eye view if you want to see what it looks like from the top. I mean, they really did not spare any detail on this. Everything looks fantastic on this head. All right, bring it back. All right, and one more close-up here, just to get an idea of the amount of detail that went on this head sculpt. I mean, the eyes have been done perfectly. The teeth, while they're not acrylic, they're resin, they're part of the head bust. They look phenomenal. I mean, they almost look like they are acrylic. That's how detailed the teeth are. The hoodie is not something that you can, there's no Velcro here or anything like that. You have to slip it off his head when you want to put it on. Those wondering about this part of it here, this is either a plastic or a hard resin. I don't know. It's kind of hard to. It's really shiny, so it looks like it's a plastic, or maybe not. I know it's hard to tell. It's just, but it's really, really nice. I really like that. It almost looks like it's glass, but I don't think that it is. All right, I'm going to put the camera right here. Bring it up a little bit. There it is. All right, so like I said, this is the exclusive Skeletor bust, and it does light up. This part, if I had any complaint for this bust, it would be the way they did the light. It's not a toggle switch anywhere that you can do it from the outside, so what you have to do is you actually have to remove the head, which makes me nervous because the head is in a way attached to the neck. It's actually a two-piece. There's a bottom piece that's attached with magnets to the skull, and so the magnet piece is what is attached to the neck. However, they are very strong magnets, so pulling the head to be able to turn the light on, you almost feel like you're gonna yank the whole entire thing. So again, that piece being so thin, it really does make me nervous. I doubt that I will be turning on the lights very frequently on this, which is kind of a shame because it really is. They really did a fantastic job on the lights. So, all right, let's take a look at how that's done. Because again, it is tricky, and I do need both hands to be able to do this. Here. All right, be very gentle. Again, it's this part of it just makes me nervous altogether doing it. So there it is. All right. So the best way to go about doing this is slightly bringing it down so the magnets lose their grip. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the, I guess, the bottom piece of the skull, and this is what is attached to the head. And again, this piece right here is very, very fragile. I'd just be very, very careful when you're setting this in, because it could possibly chip from the outer edges if you're not careful, especially if those prongs are not connecting together very well, or if the prong's not connecting into the hole. All right, I'm going to move back a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how the neck is worked. All right, so here's the skull. Underneath the skull is the light feature, or the where you put the batteries. So there it is. Let's see if I can get that close in. There it is. There, a little bit more of the light there. Okay, so that's the compartment where the batteries go, 2 AA's, and there's the switch to turn it on. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it on. Okay, it's on, and now you will see why it was well worth it to get the EX. Of course, it's well worth to get it, period, but all right, my friends, here you go. That's the light. Just straighten this up a little bit. Now on video and on photos, the light appears orange, or kind of an orange, bright orange, but looking at it is not. It is a red, more reddish than anything else. I'm going to put the hood back on because that's really what gives it the Skeletor effect. I mean, after all, it wouldn't be Skeletor without his hood, right? There we go. Straighten it up. All right. That's pretty good. Bring it back a little bit. So you can see what it looks like. I mean, depending on what angle you put the Skeletor bust, it looks phenomenal in every angle, especially the way the light shines through the eyes. I'm really glad that they did take their time. I think it was really more for the EX that the delays were not only for the hood, but I recall them saying that they were trying to get those LEDs correctly made so it would show really nicely with the skull. And I have to say that it was worth the wait. I mean, this honestly is one of the best light features I've ever had on any of my collectibles. They just really hit it out of the ballpark. I don't think the video has can do it any justice. You'd have to see it right in front of you, like how I'm looking at it, and it's fantastic. I'm gonna get closer here. I mean, the LEDs on these things are super bright, but they're done so nicely that they're not bright, weird bright, where it's just blinding you. The way they've done them is that I think they set them up high so it almost reflects off the circles of the eye holes, and which gives it kind of a reflective look to them. As far as edition size, for me, apparently I got what they call the an AP, which is I forgot what the meaning was, but mine's not numbered. They made 125, so I get the artist proof, I think is what what the AP stands for. I really don't know what the deal is with the AP, but that's what I got. I got the AP of, I don't know how many APs they had, but it's not one of the 125s apparently. The certificate that comes with this is right here. This is the certificate. As you can see, Masters of the Universe Skeletor collectible bus, PCS exclusive. And as you can see, my certificate does not have a number, so it's signed by Jerry. Nothing out of 125. While I like the certificate, I wish they would do a little bit more of a really a true certificate. If anyone owns the Elite cinema kits, the certificates that they provide, that's the certificate. This, not so much. To me, it's just kind of a cardboard, and I don't know. I guess for a certificate, it seems kind of lazy for me, for someone to just put it on the little piece of cardboard rather than doing like kind of a diploma kind of certificate. So, but that's my opinion. You know, typically what I do with my certificates, I just put them away so I don't really see them. If they're nice enough, I suppose you could frame them. Some people have framed theirs. But again, you would have to have something really nice for you to take that time to frame. The box here, again, it's kind of indicating here. My box, it's got the my edition, which is limited edition AP of 125. Again, not sure what really what that AP entails for, if there are actually more artist proof out there, maybe 7 of them, and then the rest are part of the edition. Not sure. All right, one more thing on this video that I wanted to show, and I'm sure a lot of people were wondering possibly, is that the hood. Now, the hood is again, it's really nicely done. It does have some of that wire in here, so there is a sense of posability right here where you can curve it a little bit. There we go. So it's got the wiring all the way through here. There is no wiring from the top. And there's nothing here for the hood It's just kind of a flap, really, which is fine. I like that. Um, so there is a little bit of possibility here that you can do with the hood itself, with the way you want it displayed this way. All right, I'm gonna do one more 360 here with the light on, and then up close. Maybe bring it up, bring the camera up a little bit. All right. One more 360, and then I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys. Look at that, that's just phenomenal. As soon as you bring it to about this eye view here, it looks just great. Look at those eyes, the LED light up right there. That's my favorite. Just looking a little bit to the side where just one eye seems to be brighter than the other, and then right here. You couldn't have asked for anything better when it comes to the Skeletor. I know this is not the Filmation one that a lot of people were talking about, that they would have liked it to be kind of more closer to the cartoon. But in this case, I think for something like this, I'm glad that they didn't do the cartoon Skeletor. I mean, this looks it looks classy. It looks real. I mean, if Skeletor was a real character, and this is what he would look like coming out of the cartoon. So the PCS does have a Skeletor statue that's still available. It's not the exclusive. I pre-ordered the exclusive Skeletor statue, 1/4 scale. I'm looking forward to that one. That one's true to the cartoon, the Filmation. So I'm glad that I'm going to have at least one Skeletor that's going to look like the cartoon. But again, this one, if you can pick it up, if you can buy it, if you like Skeletor, if you just even want to have a skull type of bust, it couldn't get better than this, in my opinion. Sideshow Collectibles is doing their own take on Motu, which I like. I've seen they just did a preview of He-Man. Looks interesting. I'm not really I don't like really of the good characters. I like the evil characters. And if you subscribe to my channel, I also have a video of that, and they have their own Skeletor there, which I think looks phenomenal. They really did a good job. It is not the Filmation Skeletor, but on its own, it looks fantastic. It really, to me, it looks like he's right out of the Court of the Dead series that they have running. It just looks like a pretty awesome Grim Reaper, but with a little bit of the Skeletor in there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the full thing for that one, and the exclusive, which they said they may, that they're likely to have kind of a traditional skull or a traditional head skull for that Skeletor. So it'd be interesting to see what it looks like. So, all right, you guys, thank you very much for taking a look at this YouTube video. I'm going to be doing a couple more reviews on many other things that I've collected through the past, and I hope that you subscribe and you stay tuned. I think my next one will be the Batman cowl, the 1989 Batman cowl from HCG, Hollywood Collectors Group. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, guys. See you soon.